Welcome back, hunters, to another episode of Bloodborne. Today, we are going to tie up some loose ends. Yes, I said that, loose ends. Namely, there's a couple of things that we want to take care of. I'm going to travel back over here to Central Yarnum first. There's a little deal we got to take care of over here back in Central Yarnum. Central Yarnum. A lot of things have basically changed since the moon has turned bloody. A lot of things, and a lot of people's storylines. We got this beast over here, and you're gonna be surprised to find out who it is. We also get the rune claw mark. Take a look at that one. The claw mark is an impulse to seek the warmth of blood like a beast. It strengthens visceral attacks, one of the darker hunter techniques. Although the difference is subtle, runesmith Carol describes the beast as horrific and unwelcome instinct deep within the hearts of men, while claw mark is an alluring invitation to accept this very nature. That's a bit of an interesting little tidbit there, as far as like what's going on with that. Oh, I forgot to show you who that was. My bad. Um, that beast there, it was our man Gilbert. Remember the last time we saw Gilbert and we came over and talked to him, he was telling you basically before he gave us Rosmarinus, which is the flame sprayer, that he was done for. He's pretty much given up. And we can see from this little window right here, he basically bust out after he transformed into a beast, and we had the honor of killing him. So we can thank him because he was our primary helper in letting us know what we need to do, where we need to go, and he served us. He's dead now, and that's about it. Yeah, thank you, Gilbert, and may you rest in peace. Um, Next up, we want to go take care of uh, homegirl, Iosefka. Iosefka. She was over here tripping balls on us. I don't think I can be able to get over here through the front door, actually. Yeah, thought I couldn't get over through the front door. She was over here basically tripping balls on us, if you recall. You know, she told us to bounce, but you notice when you go to the door now, you can't. The imposter's not even there anymore. They didn't bother telling you, you know, they didn't even bother telling you anything. What was that? She didn't even bother telling us anything. She's just like, yo, get the hell out of here. And that was that. I hate this part. Because I gotta deal with this fucker. Now, I could try to make a break for that ladder is what I want to do. I don't think I have any throwing darts, do I? Ah, damn. The only thing I have is the one poison knife. Fuck it, I'm gonna use it. Just... And it did nothing to that dude. I'm gonna be fucked if he can actually climb. Alright, good. My man doesn't climb. Let's go take out these fuckers over here. Yunsky. get wrecked. So you got to go the back way into Iosefka's clinic, and there's going to be a little. Wow, what the hell was that texture pop in there? Let's make our way here real quick. Remember, we sent the beggar in here, and look over here. Remember, he was that little kin right there. That's what these guys are called, celestial. They weren't here before. Guess who that is? Yeah, it's our beggar. He pretty much became a of Iosefka, and he drops another beast rune mark for us. Take a look at that one because we already have it. So here you go. So now we get temporary boost to transform. Temporary boost to transform plus 50. Yeah, he was already there. The beggar, we sent him over here instead of sending him to. He was over here instead of we sent him over here instead of sending him to the clinic. I mean to the chapel, because to be honest with you, dude was just gonna kill everybody if you didn't do that. I don't know that the door stays open. We can see, but I don't think it does. Yeah, he was gonna kill everybody. Literally, you go away, come back, he kills somebody, and he just keeps picking off victims over there one by one and messing up storylines. So you kind of wanted to be careful with that. But now that the moon has fallen, ooh, and you can tell that Iosefka was doing some things because look at this. One of the alien bastards over there, right there. And don't worry, we're not done with those aliens just yet. So notice we don't hear her anymore either. Right? She's not warning us as we make our way up the stairs, and there's a reason for that. There is a reason for that. And you need to make sure that you come back over here too, because this is kind of important if you want the real ending to the game. So as we come inside the lab, look at this chick. She just all hemmed up over here, like she on meth or something, just all fucked up, twitching out, tweaking, and everything like that. So yeah, have a talk.
Have you felt this? It's progressing. I can see things. I knew it. I'm different. I'm no beast. Oh, God, it feels awful. But it proves that I'm chosen. Don't you see how they writhe inside my head? It's rather rapturous.
Yeah, so this bitch is going crazy pretty much. She's obviously been over here, experimenting on people, and yeah, we're gonna grab an item from her. Another 1/3 of the umbilical cord, and these umbilical cords, they haven't really changed any. It just continually says 1/3. It's not like you pick up another one and it says something different. Like it doesn't tell you that it's another third to the saying 1/3. It doesn't say 2/3 of the umbilical cord or anything like that. So the first one that we had, remember, had this message: every great one loses his child and then yearns for a surrogate. Third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. We picked this one up in the abandoned workshop, the old abandoned healing workshop. which was basically like a, I guess, nightmare dream of the workshop, of the healing workshop that we use as our base. And this one we just picked up from her is a great excuse me, is Provost Williams sought the cord in order to elevate his being and thoughts to those of a great one. By lining his brain with eyes, the only choice he knew if man were to ever match their greatness. So basically, is giving you more insight into what Provost Williams was trying to do, as far as getting closer to these great ones. He was trying to become one of these beings, or I'm watching an anime right now with the wife called Knights of Sidonia, and there's a cat. I don't know if you guys have seen it on Netflix. It's pretty good, but there's a guy in there. His name is Kunato throughout the first season, and he's just a pilot. However, in the second season, his mind becomes infected by a nematode or some shit like that. I don't even know what the hell it is, to be honest with you. It's got to be some shit like that, right? Though, and he uh takes on a clone possibility of what is like one of his progenitors, I guess, and named Ochi. And what he is trying to do is they're battling, these creatures called Ghana, and he is trying to make. He feels that the strongest possible means for humanity to evolve and to survive is to basically become hybrids. And you kind of get this feeling that what Willem was trying to do was pretty much the same thing. He's trying to create a hybridization in some form of uh, of these creatures, of who these people were. Um, that's one way of looking at it. We're just gonna run past these guys. I ain't got time to really. I don't want to mess around with them. There's quite a few of them. None of them should. None of these guys really should pose any threat here. To be perfectly honest with you. I could have came a different way, but I kind of like the little. Ooh, I kind of like the little. Kind of like the little race through here. And it's funny that you can do that because if you had showed people that earlier on in the game, how many of you guys would just ran through there instead of actually trying to fight your way. All right. So now this window is available again, and this is where we met the little girl who sent us on a mission on our little path to talk to Father Gat, to find her father Gasciogne and her mother Viol.
Ah, you haven't by any chance seen my little sister, have you? I told her to look after the house, but she's run off somewhere. She's still quite small and wears a big white ribbon. Have you seen her out there anywhere?
And so you have a number of choices here. You can either give her the red messenger ribbon that you found, or you can not give it to her. Um, I believe every time I just gave it to her. I don't think I've had a playthrough yet where I didn't give it to her, but mm, I think I want to give it to her again just because that's what I kind of been doing. Damn, this was a decision. I didn't really think about this before I actually did it. Oh man, do I give it to her or don't I give it to her? Ah, it's like fucked up because we did that with with the little girl where we told her, hey, here goes your ribbon, and then she went off and got killed. Yeah, I don't know. Uh, I'm gonna give it to her. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to her. Okay,
How did this happen?
that's what I've been doing.
Why would she ever go outside?
I'm gonna do it. Not a big deal.
At least I'll have something to remember her by.
So now she's gonna end up overtaken with grief. So I don't want to log out of the game. So what we'll do is this. Um, we'll run back to Central Yarnum's. We'll run back to Central Yarnum's lamppost right over here. We're just basically reloading the area, so that way we can come back and find out the conclusion to this little girl. Since we're just kind of wrapping things up. So, oh yeah. So it really that whole storyline right there with the little girl, Father Gascoigne, and everything, it really is messed up. But I love it because it brings a level of realism to the thing. Not everything is gonna end up, roses and peaches, and not everybody's gonna make it out alive. That's just the way it is. Matter of fact, most of us aren't. So, especially in regards to the story, you don't really, when you look at it and you think about where the story is going and where the many different directions that it's taking us on, nobody's really quite making it out of here. To be honest with you, it's kind of at this point, to be honest with the story, at least the way I feel about it, it's kind of into that realm of just attrition. You know, look at me run past all you motherfuckers like I'm Carl Lewis. Say my name. It's Carl, bitches. Carl. Carl Lewis. So her light is now out, and we can no longer have this conversation with her. I'm gonna show you what happened to her. Uh, yeah, take a look down there. Let's kill him. So she was overcome with grief and she jumped, committed suicide. And here we go. We got the white messenger ribbon. Kind of messed up, you know. I don't I don't even know what to think about that. It just really is just messed up. Just is. Just it is what it is. Like, at that point that's all you can look at it as. It just is what it is. So the little girl, that officially ends that storyline. So we've completed Iosefka, we've completed Gilbert, we've completed and we Iosefka, Gilbert, and now the little girl. So what we want to do now, however, is we want to see. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen now because this is gonna be an interesting part. Normally at this point, I would also go complete Eileen's quest line. Eileen the Crow, however, is the last time we met with her, she was dead. I'm not joking. She was Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like she died right after our battle with Henrik. She died. So I don't know how this is gonna play out. But if she didn't die in your playthrough, I hope she didn't. We're gonna travel over here to Cathedral Ward, and this would be the next place that you would actually meet her. Um, I don't know how this is gonna play out. To be honest with you guys, I really don't. I don't know how this is. I don't know how this is gonna play out. Just letting you know that. On all my other playthroughs, yeah, yeah, on all my other playthroughs, I was able to get to this part and we met Eilenn here at the steps of the Grand Cathedral. I didn't teleport into the Grand Cathedral for reason. So I don't want you to think that it was like, yeah, why didn't? Well, you could use the Grand Cathedral, right? So the funny thing is that these guys have always been here, and you kind of know they've always been here because when you go to New Game Plus, they're still there. It's a matter of whether or not you can actually see them. Like I said, the same thing with these guys. No, homie. With these guys and their lamps, and you see the eyes all over the lamps. Uh, those guys have been and are what they are, and that it has always been that way. It's just we didn't see them. Now we can, and because we've got those eyes on the inside, so make our way up here to the Grand Cathedral and see how this is gonna. Ooh. So this is interesting because normally Eilenn would be sitting here in a pool of blood and she would tell us about someone being in here. I'm interested to see what's going to happen now. Mm. So it looks like nothing's going to happen. Ain't that about a bitch? So I have never actually played through where this has occurred. Nothing is here. There's no Eilenn. So there's a couple of things that happens here with Eilenn's questline. You either help her or you don't help her fight Henrik. If you don't help her fight Henrik, you go towards a bad ending questline with her. If and when you come back here to the Grand Cathedral, you end up fighting her. And if you help her, then when you come over here, she's here, and you end up coming in here and you fight the Crow of Canehurst, who is a defender of Canehurst Castle. He's wearing the same garb as Eilenn and everything like that, and you have a nice fight with him. He's wearing the Chicago, and Eilenn then imparts the hunter's badge to you, and you become the next hunter of hunters. I have never come over here and not had a battle, so that's interesting. I don't. I'm gonna assume. Look at those creepy amygdala statues. I'm gonna assume that for this playthrough, unless one of you guys know differently, that I've locked myself out of being able to obtain the hunter's badge. It is what it is. But those are pretty much. You know what? I ran to the Grand Cathedral and I meant to do something inside the Grand Cathedral. Let's go back there to the Grand Cathedral really quickly. That sucks. I really like that. To be honest, as the Covenant symbols, the Hunter's badge to me is the only one worth even wearing. I don't know why there's not more Covenants in the game. To be honest, kind of like how there was those inside Dark Souls and so forth. We really only got the two or three choices inside this game. So yeah, that sucks. That sucks. I'm pissed about that. Yeah. So that kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. So I want to point out something to you guys now, and it's with regards to the old lady. How is she back?
Ah, you've been very. Here you are. Again, your trap.
He's giving me more sedatives.
Now,
Alright, so she's done giving me sedatives now. Ariana's still over here praying. And notice that she's no longer saying anything to us. And she's just laughing creepily and eerily. And this dude's still just a dick over here. I'll show you.
Ah,
Did
your
you
last for the
lie?
web,
Spin a web.
but I see through your deceit. I did not learn from books. No, 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 no. I learned it all with my own mind.
Yeah, so that dude really says nothing to us, and he still seems to hold on to his sanity. But now look at Ariana, the prostitute. She's sitting over here, and something's wrong with her.
There you are. Forgive me, I'm a bit out of sorts. So, no blood today, I'm afraid. Oh, there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, there is. Something is definitely wrong with her. And my man right here, he still seems to be okay.
Kind hunter. Another one you sent made it here safe and sound. This place is a real haven net, but I'm afraid I ain't a peep to the... I doubt gods.
So that about wraps up all of our NPC quest lines. There aren't that many in this game, unfortunately, as far as NPC quest lines, and they're not very long either. But that one wraps it up. So we've done quite a bit in regards to that. Uh, Definitely sad with the little girl. Um, Ariana, the prostitute, her still plays out. So we'll get around to completing hers as well in the future. But that's gonna wrap up this video and this edition of Bloodborne. Until next time, guys. I hope you have fun. Continue having fun. And if you're enjoying the videos, go ahead, like, subscribe, comment on the videos. Especially if I'm missing something, but with the whole Eilenn NPC quest line. Until next time.